and gentlemen, in part two of Will Rattigan, dissecting Andrew Holness. First, in part one, we dissected parts of his manifesto. I know in part two, we're going to look at, Will Rattigan is going to look at, and his guests are going to look at the achievement booklet that they put out. So let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen.
So what I say? Let me put this up. We have brought murders down by almost 45%. Look at the next one. Gangs are being dismantled and guns are being taken off the streets. More than half of all known gangs were shut down and more illegal guns found and seized. Remember they told us they had about 150. At one point they had more than that. And they're saying that they've shut down half of those gangs. And yet we don't know anything about that. We know about Klansman, we know about one other that they have them in court. But what about the other 200 gangs? They said half of them shut down and more illegal guns found and seized. They don't tell about illegal guns coming in at the rate of 200 per month.
But Ratty, not to cut you. This is one of the biggest lies the JLP has so far started in this list of achievements with the gangs. I'll tell you why I say so. You remember there was a gang in Westmoreland, and I wish Jeffrey was here with me, he would have remembered. But remember there was a gang that they brought to the court from Westmoreland that they said was giving a lot of trouble in Westmoreland. And that gang, the DP, they walked free because they didn't have the evidence to convict the gang that was in Westmoreland. I forget the name, but I know Jeffrey may remind me. And when the case dropped, the DPP had to drop the case. There was not sufficient evidence to convict the man.
It's a gang. It's a
Uchen's Wilson gang. Yes.
Yeah. Well, you know what? The person who they're touting to replace the DPP, we picked 9 cases that she worked on, 9 major cases that she faltered on, and this case is one of them. They also don't forget what is it? The Klansman. I think the Klansman is it the Klansman where more than half of them walk, more than half of them free on the street right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what I'm talking about. Dismantle. So this is just one.
And gentlemen, this is a huge thing. This is enormously embarrassing. I never knew this. Thus, I know a lot of you didn't either. And somebody out there did not know this. So they put in their achievements of dismantling gangs when several of the members of the Klansman gone and walk cause them never have no evidence. And then the worst part about it is a gang that I just learned of a while ago, right, that was giving them major trouble, according to them, walked because the DPP messed up, right? Not sufficient evidence. So outside of that, the person that they are touting to actually succeed the DPP had 9 cases that failed, and that particular one with that gang is one of them. Fitzroy, big up. People, we're in a trouble, you know. Mark Jefferson Golding has a lot of work to do. I'm talking about no nonsense, fine-tooth comb from the first minute in going to office. I'm talking about major work to do. The judiciary, every single thing. No, man, this is terrible. So the man then lied to about dismantling gangs, taking guns off the street, but the other day, guns was found in a certain senior member of the JLP constituency. All know we don't know the names of the persons that are involved, who own the place where the guns them go, who the guns them did actually send to, because if you have a name and address in it, right, through the warehouse, right, where are these information? and they boast about dismantling gangs and guns being taken off the street. This unscrupulous, deceptive, corrupt government should be voted out forever. I'm not talking about just this election. Forever. They cannot be trusted. Let's continue.
Look at this lie, people. This one here, Ed boy, this one will kill me. This one will kill me. Hold on a second. This one here, look at this one. Look at this one. That established MOCA as an independent body. MOCA was established in 2014
by Dr. Carl Williams and Miss Barnes.
And
Embarrassing. He needs some milk. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
That established MOCA as an independent body. MOCA was established in 2014
by Dr. Carl Williams and Miss Barnes.
And Mr. Peter Bunting was the Minister of National Security. And it was the PNP-led government. Look at what they put right here. That they established MOCA as an independent body. People go Google it. Call Peter Bunting. Call anybody who knows anything about national security in Jamaica. MOCA was established in 2014.
But remember, Ratty, and how wicked these guys are. When they dismiss all
remembered when I did a short little video on the Book of Achievement. I don't have the book anymore. The book was burned. It's not me burning. But anyway, I knew that the fact checkers was gonna have a field day with this book because I just knew they lied. This is what they do, is lie. Establish MOCA, bro. Why would you even do that to yourself? And them have it highlighted too, you know. Serious prison reform. Where? Have you guys seen the video that I did about the prisoners crying out for prison reform? They have told us that the prisons are full. So it's no longer meet the judge and meet the maker. A beer youth I get conned by police. The number is rising up significantly. That is the reality here. But enough on that. MOCA. Oh, if, like, bro, the evidence is there for sure. So MOCA is not established by you. Why would you put that in there? Who fact checked this booklet before them send it out? This is an indictment on the Jamaica Labour Party, you know. At the cusp of an election, you know. Putting out your achievements, you know. First of all, why would you need to put out your achievements? It means that whatever you did is not impacting the people, because if it was, you wouldn't need to do this. But I digress. Let's continue.
The oil in Ellington could no longer
was established in 2014.
But remember, Ratty, and how wicked these guys are. When they dismiss Owen Ellington, right? Remember, when the US said Owen Ellington could no longer be commissioner. Yeah? It's the US who tell them that. Because the US said to them, we'll not give you any ballistic vests, we'll not give you any bullets, and we'll not give you any guns. No, they cancel the weapons deal with them. When they proposed the names to the United States for potential commissioners of police, when they submitted Dr. Carl Williams' name, the United States immediately, and I will say so with no fear, the United States immediately said, yes, we know Dr. Carl Williams because his wife, Dr. Barnes, is an adjunct lecturer at Texas AUM. Dr. Williams' thesis was on MOCA at Texas A, and the US gave him the support because they said this is a brilliant idea. So when them try come take credit for when them had not even Peter Bunting know about MOCA farm. I say so. Peter could tell. Peter, no, I'm not lying. It was Carl Williams who said, no, we must form this. Yeah? So we must give credit where credit is due.
Well, there it is, folks, in black and white. They said them established MOCA, and just Google it right now and you will see for yourself. Let me just skip
right now too.
Yeah, Google it. Just look, when was MOCA established in Jamaica? Let me go to another page. Let me skip this. All right, you see this, people? Who feed Jamaica? They misspelled Jamaica in one of the postings that they put out. You'll find it for me, Kevin?
Yeah, man. It is. I think they fixed that one.
Them fix it, yeah, but
I can borrow the mouse and show you.
go ahead.
Oh, this one is so far behind. Look in the tabs up at the top there. To the left of that one. You'll see one titled Who Feed Jamaica.
See, try to. No. How them can represent Jamaica? Look on that, people. Look at that. Look at that.
I don't think the editor edited this one.
Yeah, but and the things we're going to play with them talk about who's responsible for it and things like that. Something like this when you come up, this was hurriedly done. And yes, some people might say, well, it's just a typo, but this shouldn't happen. This shouldn't happen. Bring me back to Kevin.
Last tab in that group.
Like this, yeah.
Yep.
All right, see that? That's over there. All right. Remember, go down and know them say them get extended irrigation system. See that, sir? They want to talk about farming now, you know. Farming now. And here's another issue that they failed miserably on. One is we know that they're planning to lift tariffs on produce. So what that means is that all of the farmers them down in St. Elizabeth, Dagenham and Supper. And I've been told that one of the reasons why that is going on is because they have some politicians who have their eyes on prime property down in St. Elizabeth, and some of them already live down in St. Elizabeth. And so they get the farmers them to just give up because the farmers them find it unprofitable to conduct farming. And this is one of the things that they're doing. So when they talk about the expanded irrigation systems, it's not true. We're going to come back to this.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know what that is called? Organized gentrification. You hear what the man just said? He's being told that there are some members in the government, right? Let me play it again. We don't need to go past that so fast now. Play it again, make it soaking. Hold on.
Like this, yeah. Remember, go down and know them say them get extended irrigation system. See it, sir? They want to talk about farming now, you know. Farming now. And here's another issue that they failed miserably on. One is we know that they're planning to lift tariffs on produce. So what that means is that all of the farmers them down in St. Elizabeth, Dagenham and Supper. And I've been told that one of the reasons why that is going on is because they have some politicians who have their eyes on prime property down in St. Elizabeth, and some of them already live down in St. Elizabeth. And so they get the farmers them to just give up because the farmers them find it unprofitable to conduct farming. And this is one of the things that they're doing. So when they talk about the expanded irrigation systems, it's not true. We're going to come back to this. But we're just picking out some things and showing.
What a betrayal of the people of Jamaica. How can you have a government sabotaging the farmers? Remember, food insecurity, is a serious thing worldwide, We have an opportunity to have food security. And this is what is allegedly being done. But when the right time comes, man, some of them are going to charge for corruption. Remember me telling that.
Showing you how these people, they cannot be trusted because it's just pure lie. See them, huh? That's Morgan doing Morgan things right there. Hold on this. See this one right here, Kevin? Over 34,000 new homes have been built What did the Prime Minister promise? Promise 70. Promise 70. Look at the next one. Look, 2 bullet points down. First national rural school bus system. It never out yet. And the thing about it is that it's not even national because him said this is phase 1. People open understand what going on here, you know. Open understand what going on. They spend this is their way to attract you, to say these are the things we have done, and you need to read these things. You need to understand. Again, I'm just bringing up these points, but you don't have to take my word for it. Go and look it up for yourself. Go and look it up. Make it come on again now. With them have one of them talk about improve water supply. Look at this one here. Brought electricity to more rural communities. How many? Did you satisfy the numbers that you said you were going to do back in 2016? No.
Ratty, let me stop you again at this one. Sorry about this one. Rural Electrification Program, REP, which was started by Michael Manley in the 70s, yes? Then in 2012, when the PNP came to power, they formed NESOL. You remember that name now?
I remember NESOL, yeah.
Lawrence Pommels, yeah? Always remember that name. How could they be doing rural electrification when the NESOL lost over so much millions unaccounted for? They find 20 million in a Lawrence Pommels house at Wolaba, plus other much high-end vehicles. So this is a lie. What they just started doing was to use the JPS about a year ago to do some wiring. Remember that program there? And the money come out of JSIF. Out of JSIF through funds granted by the USAID. So I don't know what these guys talking about. Anyway, proceed, Ratty.
All right. See, that again, this is another typo. Ian Fleming spelling name is, as far as I know, is one M9. But we'll go fine. We move on. So that improve water supply for over 350,000 people. That's not what they told us in 2016. They said we are going to solve the water problem. Everybody got water. Them start tell you, and then 2020 them come and tell you about desalination plants. People don't forget these things. Do not forget these things. And then here's how them get 13,000 water tanks distributed. What kind of tanks? Black tanks. And we know the problem when they put the black tank out there with the water in it, with the chemical release. We know all of that. Ask them if them have them tank there. People. Oh, let me go back here. See the bus there, you know. And the bus them start crash already and broke down. See one there, you know. Kevin. Bye. Let me see what else we have there. Oh, there's another one here I want to show you something. You see this? Look at the top of the screen. No new taxes for 8 years straight. People, I'm begging you, please don't believe this. Because don't believe your lying eyes.
Embarrassing.
And your lazy.
He needs some milk.
Straight. People, I'm begging. I want to show you. Bye. Let me see what else we have there. Oh, there's another one here I want to show you something. You see this? Look at the top of the screen. No new taxes for 8 years straight. People, I'm begging.
No want to know. Seriously, listen to what Rattigan is saying right here, sir. Pay close attention. May I slow it down. Come on to know. Listen. Write down, jot down, make notes. Listen to what the man is saying.
Don't believe this. Because don't believe your lying eyes and your lazy brain. Don't believe them, because you know what happened? When them say no new taxes, you are thinking that them no tax. Not at all. What they did was they didn't put taxes on things that weren't taxed before. That's what they meant by that. They were taxing things that were already taxed. Tobacco products, oil products, a whole range of products. They increased the taxes.
Don't forget the good white rum. The good white rum.
If you notice, they don't say no increased taxes. They didn't use the word increase. They said no new taxes. So what they're saying is that we didn't tax anything that wasn't taxed before. We didn't do that. That's what they mean by that. But the way it's phrased, you tend to think, even though you know, say you pay more money for certain items, even though you know it, you still believe them when them tell us no new taxes. They mean, what you must ask them is, ask a simple question: did taxes increase? And the answer is yes.
Ratty, also with this tax one, this is the biggest scam in Jamaica. Remember, and your citizens,
did taxes increase? And the answer is yes. Ask a simple question: did taxes increase? And the answer is yes. What you must ask them is, ask a simple question: did taxes increase? And the answer is yes. Increase. And the answer is yes.
Ratty, also with this tax one, this is the biggest scam in Jamaica. Remember, and your citizens, the students in the class who are from the UK, not so much the United States, but from the UK, that has a system called VAT, value added tax. Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you know what the Jamaica what they did? We switched from direct taxation, which would involve income tax, this, that, those direct taxes that would affect you. What they switched to was indirect tax now, which involved GCT or the VAT. So what they kept on doing was they were making more in tax collection because more was added to the food basket in terms of GCT items. So like where I am now, VAT is not on food supplies, but VAT is on luxury items. So your car, right? But what they have done, they have put VAT across the board, GCT across the board, and almost every single thing. So now they're pulling more from that indirect taxation. So when they give you back $18 billion, then claiming for the 1.5, they took it back with an indirect taxation. So them give 20,000 and them take it back by about 15,000. Yeah.
There you go. Look at the next one. Lowest unemployment rate in our history. That is a damn lie. That is not even a lie. That is a damn lie. In January 2014, Statin started using a new methodology to measure unemployment. And they came out and they did an interview on Nationwide with Mr. Cliff Hughes, and they explained to him, they said, you cannot compare anything that happened after January 2014 with anything that happened before January. You cannot compare the rates. You know why? Because the methodologies are different. Before January, they used to say, if you're not working and you're of working age, you're not working, you're unemployed. Now, after January, they said, in order for you to be considered unemployed, you must not be working and you must be actively looking for a job. So, if in December you give up looking for a job and then come to you in January and you say, well, I'm not looking for a job, you're not considered unemployed. So the rates are going to go down because a huge chunk of the people who are unemployed but not looking for a job, they're not classified as unemployed. And they know this. They know this, my people. But they come and they feed you this garbage. But what I want is, I know all of you around here, you're critical thinkers, and you know these things. I need you to go out and share the gospel with our brothers and sisters.
This is very significant because two of the biggest lies the Jamaican Labour Party tell the people, is no new taxes and the lowest unemployment rate ever. Now, I'm going to see if I can find that interview with Cliff Hughes and Statin You know, I will reach out to Head Boy and see if he can direct me to that, because it's like if you don't show the people them don't go do them own research. The other day I was talking to a labor right, and I told him that the EOJ was in the office of the Prime Minister. And the man said, I lied me, I tell. I say, you know what is the EOJ? He couldn't answer me. So I says to myself, why me argue with them people? Why am I having a conversation with these people? They don't know what the EOJ is. Me tell you, say they're in the office of the Prime Minister. And you still argue with me, but you don't know what it is. You understand? This is where we're at. The people of the country need to be more educated and informed about our political process, so they can be more equipped in who they are going to vote for. Not die-hearted, not tribalistic, educated. Alright? Because it is my view that the Jamaica Labour Party benefits from uneducated voters. That is my view. They don't like educated voters, because educated voters is not voting for the JLP. I'm sorry. Unless they are educated, first-class families where apartheid, how much family them will run Jamaica. Those people that are educated, that want to keep wealth and not have wealth spread to the poor, don't want the poor to have an opportunity to get wealthy like them. Those educated people, I understand why they would stick with the JLP. But there's no poor educated person that would vote for the JLP. Them have to know something. Something is being hidden from them. And it's our job to open their eyes, because this, ladies and gentlemen, the unemployment rate, come on, compared to what? If you change the way how it is calculated, you cannot compare it to anything past 2014. And that is it. Point blank period. Let's continue.
And bring them into light. Because this is what is going on. They're feeding you this garbage, and people see it, hear it, and believe it. They don't question it. You need to question it. That is a damn lie. Then they have one that government workers are paid better. Yeah, what government workers are talking about? How about them on the 300%? How about them on the 300%?
Well, it's the question is which government workers?
That's true.
But
That's
still,
So they didn't necessarily lie. It's a matter of presentation. So here it is. They have presented numbers with unemployment. Yes.
this is a lie. This is a lie. What they're referring to, Ratty, could you just touch it back one more time, please?
Let me put it
The
back.
14,000 workers, right? Because this has been something that I have been championing for a long time, right? They did not. These workers they're referring to is workers that are not teachers, not nurses, not doctors, right? They are the lowest paid scale, at the lowest paid scale in the government service. So these are contracted workers, yeah? What they did was removed from the 140,000 contract workers the government of Jamaica have, yeah? And only remove 14,000 of them, and pretending now that they have done a big deal. Remember, had it not been for Dr. Peter Phillips, who advocated, said, no, you can't have people on contract continuously, especially in himself. If it is in the private sector, it's wrong. But it is worse when it's in the government service. So it is the advocacy of the PNP in opposition that led them to look at the fact that there's over 140,000 government workers that are on government contracts that should not be contracted workers. And them only take out 14,000. Let me tell you who them take out. You have this mosquito program and some other programs that they do. They make those persons permanent because they come from recommendations from the member parliaments. Yeah? So in NERA, in SARA, in different areas, the health aides, right? A lot of these people were made permanent because of their close association. It had nothing to do with government.
Oh, so a friend thing. Head boy. All right, like we lost you for a second there. Yeah.
No, absolutely.
So
It's a friend thing. So the Peter Phillips opposed it. He said they can't. It worse when private sector have it bad when private sector have hotel workers knocking them about 3-month contract. The government of Jamaica was doing it, and Peter Phillips said we need to change it. Yeah.
So this is one instance where the opposition, a part of the government, stood up and said, hey, hold on. We can't do it so. And they got it right. Yes? Hey boy, where you going again?
Head boy there. Head boy. You know, let me just jump in at Kevin and say, a gentleman just called me, you know. And him say him watching the program and him said him just want him know that him used to pay $4,500 for a piece of property him having in Jamaica. And it gone up now to $64,000.
Property tax.
Property tax. He used to pay $4,500 and said no, he's paying $64,000.
Well, right. It's not new taxation. It is increased taxation.
But you know something, general people? You have some people who believe that what we're saying no make no sense, you know, because deep down there's no new taxes. And there's no new taxes, but there's existing thing going on. But the way how they're thinking about it is that, you know, but we need to teach some. Go ahead, Ahmed.
The fact of the matter is, the wording states that there's no new taxes. Just like Rebel said, we give the credit where the credit is due. There were no new taxes. People just need to understand that does not mean that the country is in a better position because taxes were not increased. So in order to avoid adding new taxes, you go ahead and you increase the existing taxes to cover whatever it is those new taxes we're going to be covering.
Right, like a gas tax, 2 gas tax. Remember, the government of Jamaica implemented 2 major gas tax. They said to us that the road of Jamaica was so bad when they came to office in 2016 that the reason for them putting on a gas tax on us is to fix the road. Now, none of that money, Ratty, has been put in the council fund, which is supposed to go. Yeah? None of it has been put in there. They have used it primarily to buffer up the Ministry of Finance, yeah, to deal with recurrent expenditures. So this notion, the ordinary Jamaican is now paying more for electricity than they were paying for electricity in 2015. So this notion from the JLP that they have reduced taxes, they have put on 7% increased taxes on electricity. Don't let them fool you, because under previously, if you were doing 100 to 150 kilowatt, there was no taxes on it. Under the JLP, they have put on a 7% tax. They've only raised the threshold, right, to give more other person, but they have still put down a 7% tax on it. So this notion that no new taxes, gentlemen, especially with gas affects every single thing. The price of gas is in everything, so that in itself is a new tax.
All right, make a run on, you know. We get to healthcare. People, we are going to skip this because we are going to do a whole segment on healthcare pretty soon. So it don't make no sense to even stop here. So I just want to show you one thing though. Look at this one here. Major hospital upgrades. Tell me what you don't see. Look at the top of the screen.
Cornwall Regional Hospital.
Cornwall Regional.
Where,
Yes. Man, I tell you.
We can't all regional there.
No, that's supposed to be the major hospital upgrade. And it's missing.
You mad? That will never be, the JLP will never mention Cornwall as long as they live.
And also when they have Spanish Town Hospital, they have Noel Home Hospital, Spanish Hospital, and Salem Hospital. The Salem Hospital is a disgrace. Water coming in on people down there.
Yes. But we show the clips.
What are talking about?
But the Chapelton Hospital that they claim they renovated and fixed, the people still don't have Summerfield Community Center and that tent to get health care.
Wait, when? Today?
To this day, you can ask anybody in Chapelton that's in the chat. Part of the
Ball out! Whoa! We need help, Jesus! Jamaica need help!
Hospital facility has not been totally completed. They still have to go to Summerfield Community Center for the doctors to look at them. It's just, I think they're about to reopen it now, but it is under construction. It has not been totally completed.
We never touch all the drill and the other things. And we're going to come back to this. We just have to point out some little things. We just have to touch and go. Let me show you something else now. Let me show you something else. Hold on. Just skip past him. We get to education. I think we should have just run past education too, because we are going to spend some time. We're going to spend some time with this. A lot of this stuff you're putting is simply not true or half truth. Let me see, trained over 600 people. Then we have the entertainment zone. Yeah, man. Now fun. Then go to sporting. We could run through this and then we just go to, hold on, National Disaster Fund. Hold on. Oh, look at this. Then buy 100 new garbage trucks.
But 100 dilapidated school bus.
110 used school buses for picking them. So it people see what going on.
Embarrassing. He needs some milk.
Right, that's we will get to them. Let me go down and say what else there. So tourism. We're going to have a segment on tourism, so we're going to debunk all of this stuff here. What am I talking about? All right, so what I'm talking about, protecting the preparing for storms, protecting our future. That has to do with the environment. And remember the money we then pay for the cat bond, where Jamaica will never see a cent of that money unless a category 5 hit Jamaica. And if a category 5 hit Jamaica, Jamaica will not recover. Whatever the insurances can't cover even one parish. And I think we're spending something like $10 million a year for that for that insurance. And we won't be able to collect. If we collect from that, Jamaica mash up. Then better hope that's one of the conditions to it, that a category 4 or 5 must pass over Jamaica.
No, Ratty, not just the category 5. You know, remember what the brilliant minister said? He said a certain barometric pressure.
Right.
A barometric pressure. Yeah. Yes. So remember that this time that came to Jamaica warranted us getting a payout, but they said the barometric pressure wasn't. I never hear this yet.
No, it's a joke. See it right at there at the top, the National Disaster Fund, so the country has money ready for emergencies like storms, flood. No, joke. And the more fixed government. Look what fixed government.
Mr. Rattigan, put back our face, no man. We're going to look at her good, you know. Because our good friend Jerry Small asked her certain questions at the constitutional meeting.
Funny, honey.
He said to her, you know, fire them most still and think that could breeze, yeah?
Oh my God, that is funny.
Look at this one here. Them set up and funded the Integrity Commission to fight corruption.
There should be.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. No bullshit, bro.
What did you say? Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Look at this one here. Them set up and funded the Integrity Commission to fight corruption.
There should be shares in any book.
I know, trying to pull their teeth.
Yeah. And look at them though. Appointed a minister for efficiency and innovation. This is Audrey Marks them I talk about.
The Jamaica Labour Party has no limits to how disgraceful. They have no shame. Did they really put that as a part of their achievements? Why they never put an asterisk beside it? Actively trying to destroy the same Integrity Commission. Actively trying to defund them. Why they never put that there? We set up and funded the Integrity Commission to fight corruption in our country. When they're doing their job, you're taking them to court. The Prime Minister sued the government. Like, you can't make this up. You literally cannot make this up. What is going on, bro? Yo, this is crazy, man.
She knows that she come to make things more efficient. You believe that?
3 months before an election, by the way.
Yes. They introduce job description for members of parliament, making it clear what they're responsible for and helping voters hold them to it. Come on, man. I'm not take for idiot. We look fool, but we not fool. Serious, man. Colossal failure in Washington, D.C. Huge failure. But we're going to deal with she. No, see the one that we want to talk now, yeah. We want to talk about this one a little bit before we jump in on the Prime Minister. All I want to go on the Prime Minister thing. No, you see this right here? Introduce a new national diaspora policy. No, Jeffrey, I'm telling about that policy. Because what happened is that, remember Jeffrey, we register and take what the name.
Yes.
Global Jamaica Diaspora Council belongs right now to no one. You, my dear brothers and sisters, anyone that you can go right now and register it and take that name and stop them from using it in America. And you know why? They cannot register it because the person who leads that diaspora group is the junior minister, Minister Terry Long, the junior minister in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade. Them can't register it. They cannot register it. That organization is an organization that should be, the member should register with the Department of Justice under the Foreign Agents Registration Act. They're playing with their liberties, because I'm telling you, if this government, this American government says, okay, we're gonna, and actually they started, they're more stringent now. But these people are working for a foreign government. They need to go down there in DC and register and say, we are working for a foreign power. They need to do it. And I've asked them, have you guys gotten legal advice, legal counsel regarding this? They're not getting no legal counsel. They don't. Look at where my favorite minister claim now, her claim to fame. Yeah, more seamless and less costly customs arrangements for return and philanthropy. What does it mean? People?
Lie.
What does it mean? Look at that. Hosted 4 major diaspora conferences, bringing thousands of Jamaicans from around the world to share ideas and support development. Guess who do that? Bujo.
Yes.
Guess who? The Vibes Cartel do it.
Mm-hmm.
More people show up for them things than we show up for this 4 diaspora combined. Hosted 2 successful CARICOM heads of government. Come on. Secured major international support from global partners. Hey, by the way, Minister Kamina Johnson-Smith, you just get some stuff from India, you know. And people need some of them supplies and equipment there right now. You don't have to wait for a catastrophe, because we have one right now. So you need to free up some of them things so that the people can get medical treatment. Finalize visa-free arrangements with countries like Ghana. What does that mean? How does it benefit Jamaica? Signed on to new partnership agreement with
Exim Bank, yes.
You know what that mean, people? That means them are get ready for borrow money.
Borrow money from Africa, yes.
Embarrassing. He needs some milk.
It's a lot. This is a lot. Oh my God, no. How, like, what is this? Mighty God. They really take people for eat that, you know?
Right? Secured seats, Jamaican seats in key international organizations. What them don't tell you is that some of the seats for them secure are people who left, ambassadors who resigned from the foreign ministry, because the camaraderie is at an all-time low.
Yes.
Don't tell you them things out, right? We'll tell you some more things about them, man. Hold on a second. Hold on. I'm going on there.
So Rattigan, stick right there. Go back to that picture there. This one here. Is this an achievement of the Jamaican government?
No, it's
Heads of CARICOM meetings?
No, it's not an achievement. It's scheduled. Yeah, them put it down, but it's scheduled. It's scheduled. It's round robin thing, you know. It's round robin thing.
So everybody must get them turn.
What a complete embarrassment. Andrew Wallace being the head, pretty much what they're explaining is that it's his turn. It's like a round robin. This date is your date. After this person is you. So it's not an achievement. They did not work their way up to being the head of CARICOM. You guys understand? You understand how lame the Jamaica Labour Party is for this? For them to have this as an achievement? Do you understand how much they haven't achieved anything if they had to put this in there? And there's going to be people that read it and go, yeah! And don't even do any research. Man, listen, man. These people are a colossal failure. A total embarrassment. I think they're even going to talk about Kamina Johnson-Smith. How she's not even respected amongst the other countries. But I'm not going to get into that. I'm going to end it off into this part too. This is embarrassing. Them putting this as an achievement is totally embarrassing. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I'm sure, I am certain a lot of you have a lot to say, yes? Alright? And remember to like and share this video. Don't forget, if you're not yet subscribed, subscribe, click the bell and click all, ladies and gentlemen, alright? Yes, yes. Wow.